happens. This will be the third time I've tried. The third time I've tried. There we go. Maybe it'll work now. We'll see what happens. I think we're back to normal. The chat feature is on. I think that's a lot better. Yeah, where I had to try 2 times. I had to try 2 times. I think what it is I don't really know. We are back in. There was a little bit of a delay, so I started another stream 2 times already. So I think we're up to par. And we'll do our traditional lean to one side. We'll lean to one side and fart out all our anger and frustration and anguish, and fart out all our sadness. And I will be your distraction. I'm Ed, and I'm your distraction for today. I brought out my Bali song. It's a cool little knife. It is one of my knifes made here in the U.S. You can see Bear MGC. It says USA, USA, Bear. Anyway, it's a high quality Bali song. Even though it was invented in the Philippines. There we go. Made by the U.S. I'm just adjusting. I gotta move my. There we go. That should help. Hopefully my camera will catch up to me. This looks a little better than earlier. I had some freezing going on. Well, this is me. It's earlier in the day. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 5 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1700 in the UK. I have my Santa Claus hat should someone request, because I'm only doing it upon request. And my phone is being charged by my battery pack. So I got 3 more dots left. When it gets down to the last dot, then I will need to recharge the battery pack again. So I'm here to cheer you up and be a distraction. I'm here to distract you from all the BS, the struggles and frustrations of life. We can fart out all our frustrations and struggles. And stop thinking so much. Sometimes that's the worst thing you could do is think. If you're presented with a problem, if you're presented with a conundrum or a catastrophe, the worst thing you could do is think about it so much that it messes with your emotions, that it messes with your state of mind. You always have to remember, false evidence appearing real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. I struggle with that from time to time. I'll sometimes get evidence and it messes with my perception of reality. And when it messes with my perception of reality, I start to lose hope. I start to lose my happiness. Because we're presented all the time. All day, the whole day is presentation. presentation of reality. And reality is a lot simpler most of the time than the way we perceive it. So it's a matter of getting your perception under control and saying, I don't accept this. Once you say, I do not accept this, because I hear the subconscious does not acknowledge don't or won't or can't. It doesn't acknowledge anything negative. Which is interesting. So when we speak we do not use contractions. When we say do not or will not or cannot or I always, if you say I always before something, then that's telling the universe that you're declaring something. So if you say I always win, I always do well, things always work out, things always work out, because that's more definite, you know. Like when you say, you always do that, or you always mess up, or whatever, or I always have problems, you know. Say things like, I always succeed, I always get what I need, I always give and receive love, I always have found money. That's what I like is the found money. You know, go to file a tax return, you realize that you're getting money instead of having to pay out money. I remember one time I failed to file for a couple of years on the state level because I had no idea that you had to file state and federal. This was back in my 20s, I think it was. All I remembered was you file with the IRS, but I didn't know that there is also a state level. There's a state level that you have to file with. So I neglected to, I was not filing for a couple of years, and then I had to go back and file all those years that I didn't file. And some years I got money back. Some years I got, yeah. So what seems to be a problem sometimes becomes a surprise, like a blessing in disguise. I like the blessings in disguise. What seems like your tough time, you know, I hear tough times that people go through, and then I see them today having a pretty good life, having things work out. So I think those tough times just whip us into shape. And it's good to be whipped into shape. It's almost 12 a.m. No, actually 12 p.m. It's almost 12 p.m. here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. it's it's almost 5 in the UK. Wow. There, I feel better. Today there's a bit of an overcast. An overcast. We are blanketed with clouds here. So I guess I'll sit here and talk. I'll sit here and talk with whoever's viewing this particular live stream, this particular stream, because by the time you see it, I will no longer be live. By the time you watch this video, I will not be live. So all I can do is talk and stare off in the distance because there's some distractions here for me. There are trees. There's a flag. There's the occasional bird that lands on the bird feeder. I don't see many cardinals. Every once in a while in the winter, I'll see a cardinal. So today, I guess I can clear my head. Maybe if I sat up a little bit, I mean, I won't look like I'm sinking down. Let's see, yesterday, I was playing some flute music, trying to brush up on my flute ability. Your flute ability. Always test your flute ability. Smurfberry Crunch is fun to eat. A Smurfy fruity breakfast treat made by Smurfs so happily. It's berry red and Smurfy blue or something like that. Smurfberry Crunch is fun to eat. A Smurfy fruity breakfast treat. The Smurfs almost made a comeback. It had Katy Perry was in a Smurf movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made a comeback for a while. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell. Turtle Power. Heroes in a Half Shell. Heroes in a Half Shell. Turtle Power. I get so excited I lose breath. I lose my breath. So it's 13 minutes in. It's a Friday. It's almost 12 o'clock. I don't know who the hell's watching this right now at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, everyone's probably getting ready for lunch. This will be their lunch hour. I guess I'm just on a different schedule. I'm on a different schedule altogether. It's hard to plan because the people who actually like me are in other countries. There are people in who actually watch this live stream. They're in Canada, Ireland. Um, where was that other place? It was Denmark. Places that are outside of the U.S. The people who watch my live streams now, most of the people who watch my shorts are in the U.S. Most of the people who watch my shorts, they're mostly male and in the U.S. I think I have 20% female audience, like 18 and older, 35 and older. So yeah, it's hard to say, okay, at 5 o'clock or at 4 o'clock I'm going to start and have everyone join me because, again, there's a 5 hour difference. There's a 5 to 10 hour, 5 to 8 hour difference. So I have to get up pretty early in the morning to catch that audience. So I guess that's my disclaimer. It's daytime here, but it's nighttime over there, or almost nighttime. Because when I sit out here between 4:30 and 5, it's pretty late over. So it's just hard to get everyone grouped together. So there's a delay because it's like I'm taping now, I'm recording now, and then by the time somebody sees it, there's a 5 hour delay. Well, at least they get to see it. At least they get to see the video. So yes, today is Friday. Time to unwind, I suppose. Get ready for the chill out weekend. And I'm hoping that my chat feature is up and running. It looks like it is. I have it set up. So we'll see what happens. Looks like I have one viewer. So it's just a matter of waiting for them to type in their chat. Type in what they want to say. I notice people are they're reluctant to or apprehensive about leaving a comment in the live streams. I get comments in the shorts, but not in the live streams. So by the time I make these, I've read the comments and I'm trying to keep up with where people are and what time it is in their area, what country they're in, and what time it is in their country. So I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So calculate from that. Or just Google. When I hit the Google microphone, I'll say something like time in the UK, or time in Canada, or time in Ireland, and it will tell me what time it is in that. So if you just hit the Google microphone and say time in Georgia, USA, and it'll tell you what time it is here. And it's going to take a lot of adjusting, I guess, to catch that audience that's overseas. Hey, Francesca. Hi. How are you? She's coming by. She's just passing through. I think that's all there is to it. She just needs a right of pass, a right to pass. Where's your pass? Nancy, no running in the hallway. Oh, that's how it went. Where's your pass? Screw your pass. Did somebody write something just now? I was distracted by Francesca passing through. She just wants to chill. I guess nobody's here. Somebody was watching. I think well, I can't help it. I can't help it if the chat is not working. Because it's on. The chat is on. Maybe chat or type in another thing. Type in another thing. That way I can see it, because it vanished. I have an idea. I think I know how to check. Nope, nobody typed in anything. So when I hit that button, when I hit that X, it brings up the chats. We are now 19 minutes in. And all I could do is sit here. All I can do is, oh, I did it again. I keep putting my hand in front There we go. Now I can slouch. And see if somebody, it's only 20 minutes in, so 12 o'clock. It is just a minute away from 12 o'clock here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 o'clock across the pond. So 12 o'clock is lunchtime for me. I was in a hurry and I was worked up earlier this morning, so I didn't have a chance to eat a traditional breakfast. There we go. Looks like someone is logging on. Someone is joining, even though it says 0. So that's all I can do, really. Wipe off that frown and cheer up. Put on a happy face. The skies are going to clear up. Put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. And put on a happy face. Wipe off that frown and cheer up. Put on a happy face. The clouds are going to clear up. Put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. And put on a happy face. That's what we could do, is put on if someone doesn't have a smile, give them one of yours. I hear crickets. It's 12 o'clock p.m. and I hear crickets. I think that's what it is crickets are chirping all day long. We just hear them at night because it's quiet enough. It's quiet enough to hear the crickets at night, except for when the train is going by. So this is the boring part, I guess. The boring part of the show is waiting for people to chat with, waiting for me to come up with things to talk about. I think in the 70s it became illegal to sell your children. Before that, people were selling their children. I was thinking about that. I'm glad there are laws in place. Child labor laws, because back in the olden days, the chimney sweeps were mostly children, and they would shove children into chimneys to sweep out the soot from the chimneys. And that was their business, I guess. They would put children into chimneys and have them sweep out chimneys with those swabs, kind of like Mary Poppins, the chimney sweeps. That was an actual job. They would they would make children climb up chimneys with their swabs and clean out chimneys. And they had that expression, light a fire. If they thought the child was taking too long to clean the chimney, they would actually light a fire in the fireplace to make the kid hurry up. And I don't think there were any ladders in there either. They basically had to straddle and climb up that chimney using their feet and arms, and they had to use a swab. And then there were the weavers, the looms, I guess, where they wove carpets and fabrics. And if they dropped the spindle, They would have a kid go under the flume, or whatever they call that, and go get the spindle, which was dangerous, I guess, for the kid. So yeah, they would actually have kids perform duties that were, that were jobs only kids could do. So anyway, that's a fun thought, fun fact for this Christmas season or this holiday season. They say also that uh, humans kill more sharks than sharks kill humans. That's something to think about. You know, humans kill more sharks than sharks kill humans. And also, spider bites were prevalent during the outhouse days. People would go to use the outhouse, and that's how they got black widow bites. They would get black widow bites um, because they sat to take a dump in the in the outhouse. They went to the outhouse to take a dump, and the black widow would bite them in the butt while they were sitting down just trying to take a dump. Another thing was in medieval times there was a chute. There was a chute that people would sit on when they had to go to the bathroom. They would sit on the shaft that goes all the way down. They would sit on it, and people would be waiting there to assassinate them. They would be waiting in that chute to assassinate. That's how people were assassinated. People would wait for the guy or gal to sit on the chute. I think they called it the chute, the poop chute or whatever. And they would wait there at the bottom and I guess get them with a crossbow or something, stab them with a spear, and all while you're trying to take a crap. And then there was the moat, that body of water that's around the castle that's supposed to keep out intruders. They would lower the drawbridge so that the drawbridge was just that. They could draw it back. Army of Darkness had a drawbridge, and I think the Castle Grayskull in He-Man had a drawbridge. They called it the Jaw Bridge because it was the jaw of the skeleton. But the jaw of the skull would lower down to make a bridge so you can cross the moat. There was a place called Castle Park in Hawaii. When I was on Oahu, there was a place called Castle Park. It was a huge castle. It was nothing but arcade. It was nothing but an arcade. And that was back before Atari came out, or around the time Atari came out with the home entertainment, the home video games. There would be all these video games that you feed quarters in. You had to put a quarter in the arcade game to play the computer game. You'd walk in there with a bunch of quarters and keep putting quarters in the machine so you can keep playing the video game, which was genius. And it was just a castle, a huge castle that was full of all these arcade games. Donkey Kong, Galaga, Tempest, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and sometimes there were what other games? They had like basketball hoop games, and those games where you roll the ball and you get tickets, the grabber games. And then outside of Castle Park, outside of the castle, there were these go-karts. Have you ever seen Clerks 2, where they go out and ride the go-karts? It was kind of like that. Then there was a place in California called Scandia that was very much like that. It was just a place where you play mini golf, bumper, yeah, mini golf. A lot of people like to play mini golf. I think it's called mini golf, where you get a golf club and some balls and you just go, you try to hit the golf ball through all these different puzzles and mazes. Karate Kid, if you watch the first Karate Kid, that's where Danny and his girlfriend went to a place kind of like Scandia, and they had their date. That's what it was like in the 80s. Now everything's at home. It seems like you go home and you play your video games. Some of the chairs I've seen when somebody does a live stream or does a video or a podcast, they're sitting, their chair looks like a control chair, like from from a sci-fi spaceship. They're in the control ship of it, or the control seat of a spaceship, and yeah, it looks like a spaceship seat. And they sit in those seats and they put on their headphones and they talk to the person they're playing, probably in another country. But this is chatting. I'm just chatting with people. And we are now 31 minutes in. I think that's what I'll do, is make these at least an hour long. And I trust it'll be a lot more fun after. It'll be a lot more fun if I have people to chat with. That way I can get an idea of what to provide or what to present to the populace, to present to the people. So it's Friday, and I sat up, and I'm out of the picture now. Now that I'm sitting up, I need to adjust. So looks like I'm looking down. So it looks like I have a person joining. Welcome. That's usually what I get. I just get one person. One person will, they'll pop in and they'll leave. I won't get any likes. They'll just pop in for a brief moment and then they will scurry away. Today is Friday. I think it's just too early. 12 o'clock. Oh, wow. So I'm doing my part. I was told not to give up. I was told do not give up. That they like these videos I make. Maybe a little more flute music to pass the time away, so I can become more adept, I guess, more skilled with my flute ability. Well, it's nice to see that Francesca seems to be alive and well. She is the kitty cat that I've been thinking about because she seems to be a feral cat. I don't see a color on her. She has golden eyes. Like I said, I think, yeah, in the video I made before this one, you'll be able to watch that one and you'll be able to see Francesca. I called her Francesca. Francesca the feral cat. And I keep saying that because I care. I care about Francesca. It gets really cold at night here in the 20s, minus 22 degrees Celsius. Yeah, Celsius. She's more of an outdoor cat. I'm pretty sure she likes being outdoors more than she would be cooped up in a house. But she's not afraid of people, or at least not afraid of me. Because she likes when I when I pet her, when I call to her, she'll rub up against my legs like a good kitty. I'm looking forward to when I can have a guest. I would like to sit here with a guest, a cheerful, bubbly, fun guest, while we sit and drink some apple juice or something like that, just to pass the time away. And I can get back into snacking with Ed, because I do have snacks, and I just need a good beverage. I can get some good, like a Coca-Cola or a Martinelli or something like that to drink along with my snacks. And then we can snack together. We can bond. We can bond by way of chat. So again, yeah, you will see. You get the idea of when I do this. Right now it is 12:17 Eastern Standard Time. 12:17 in the afternoon. So if you can gauge your watch to when I am doing this, we can chat together. Because it is, yeah, almost 12:18. We can bond. We can form relationships. We can, you can lean on me when you're not strong. Oops. Oh, that reminds me, in the description of this video, at the very bottom is Ed's movie playlist, and you'll be able to find Twilight Zone the movie. It was filmed in the 80s, and it's a pretty weird movie. It's called Twilight Zone the movie. If you'll click on um, Ed's movie playlist, you'll scroll down a while, and you'll see Twilight Zone the movie. Check it out. It's a pretty good movie. There are quite a few cats around here. Calico cats, orange cat, orange striped cat, a black cat. My personal favorite. Well, I've done this for 42 minutes. I think if I hang on, I know a few people popped in. What's weird is people wonder why I don't have many people watching my live streams. When they pop in, they'll say, "Wow, I'm the only one," or "Am I the only one?" or something like that. And we chat for a short while, and then they they go off into that abyss, that void, from where they came. So hopefully, I think I got 69 views from one of my live streams, and I got like 21 views from the one that I did before this one, which is really bad compared to like thousands, 14,000 views or four, or 10 million views when I have just 69 views or 399. I think was the one I had viewed the most. It was viewed the most. And then they flatline. I never was able to figure that out. Why, if so many YouTubers are out there from all these countries, there for some reason my content isn't being seen or is being skipped over. So if you see one of my shorts, click on it. You might laugh. You might know what movie the clip is from, and maybe we can form friendships. YouTube YouTube doorways will be open. Sorry, I will not be interrupted during my stream. We just call it stream. Doesn't no need to say live stream. It's a stream. It's just a stream. So and it's done live, which will be nice when I can get enough people to join me for these live streams. If I can just figure out these time zones. There's 5 hour time differences, 2 hour time differences, and no one in my vicinity seems to want to watch. I don't know what it is, because I think there's at least 4 time zones to the U.S. Because over here, yeah, this is the soonest. The latest is California. So people are just at work right now at 12 o'clock. So it's 12:25 here on December the 8th, and I'm practicing flute. Sing a happy song. Try to sing a happy song. Maybe if I put on my Santa hat, I'll attract more attention. I think one of these live streams, what I'd like to do is put on my Santa Claus hat and ask people what they want for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas? What are you hoping to get for Christmas? Leave in the comments, what would you like for Christmas? So I've sat here for almost an hour. It's 48 minutes. 48 minutes is close to an hour. Close to a full hour. I played my flute. I farted. I'm putting in my time, paying my dues, doing what I can to help people laugh a little, have joy a little, and to join in with these streams. I think I need to really get out there, starting this year, put myself in social situations and see if I can interview people. Ask them if they would like to be on my stream. Would you like to step into my stream and swing around a bit? I could be streaming live and just ask people questions. Or ask them to tell stories. I've got to ask them to tell stories. Do you have a good story? Because some people are very good storytellers. They're very good at telling stories, and they have good stories to tell. And that's what I need to bring, because I want people to look forward to these live streams. That's what I want. People to look forward to the live streams. Say, oh, I know, there's going to be on this live stream, this guy's going to come on and talk about being a mortician, or what's it like to be a mortician, or what's it like being a karate instructor. What kind of people do they have to deal with? Karate instructor, or or somebody who trains dogs, you know, trains police dogs. What's it like to train police dogs? You know, what's it like to be a doctor or a surgeon? Somebody who actually works on bodies. A psychiatrist. I like to sit and talk to a psychiatrist. so we could talk about lots of different conditions. People who have obsessive compulsive disorder or schizophrenia. How do you determine if someone has schizophrenia? What do you do to treat schizophrenia? Because I know if they're given certain medications, they are able to get through having schizophrenia. You can treat it with medications. The difference between a psychopath and a sociopath, all kinds of things. I've always been interested in psychology because mental health is very important, a person's mental health. Because if they're not healthy mentally, it's hard for them to perform their duties. It's hard for them to cope and deal with what life throws at them. There's birdies. There are a lot of birds today. It's weird because it's almost winter. They say birds fly south. I guess this is south. Further south is Mexico. We could just sit here and listen to birds. Wow, they're really singing. It's very nice to sit and listen to birds. Pretty bird, pretty bird. That's how they communicate. You hear one bird over here, one bird out there. They're just kind of chirping to each other. I think what helps is to imagine that you have magical powers. Imagine that you have magical powers like the ability to do anything magically and see how it gets you through your life. Like that song, it's a Marilyn Manson song, fail the tragic, turn it into magic, fail to see the tragic, turn it into magic. If magic didn't exist, if magic doesn't exist, then why is there so much of it in ancient writings? Wow, the birds are just going crazy today. Birdies! I hear birdies! Let's listen to the birdies. They're a lot louder than they were yesterday, and they were picked up yesterday in the other video. In the video before this one, you could hear birds. Today they're a bit louder. I want to take some bird's seed. I want to take bird seed out of that bird feeder and sprinkle it somewhere nearby and see if the birds come up. If I sit here still and quiet, I'm pretty sure that, that birds will come around. I've seen pigeons land on people. If you put food out there, If you put food somewhere near you, a pigeon will come up and eat that food because they don't care. They're like winged honey badgers. Here comes another train. Well, I hope that soon we will be able to figure a time, as I was told by one person that commented that they are a 9 to 5er, 6 o'clock would be a good time starting Monday. But I don't know what time zone he's in. He'd have to let me know what time zone he's in. If he's in the same time zone as I am, then yeah, 6:30. I could see what I can do. But it's kind of hard because they're not all in my time zone. We can't all be on the same, at the same time doing the same thing. I think that's one hard part about technology, is that it's boundless. It's limitless. Somebody right now could get on from the UK, from Ireland, from Denmark, and talk to me right now from Denmark. Somebody could talk to me right now from Denmark, and Denmark is miles and miles and miles away. And that's what makes it difficult, is we can't always be in the same time. We can't just decide on a time and act at that time, which is, and I've been promoting this my YouTube channel. I've been promoting it by handing out business cards whenever somebody accepts a business card with my YouTube channel on it, and also my Facebook. I'm pretty sure my Facebook is on the card. Let me look at it. I've been carrying around my cards. Yes, here it is. It does have my Facebook. It's a pretty card like that, and I hand them out to people. And that's what it looks like. My business card with my YouTube channel on it, made by Vistaprint. I'm not getting any promotion for that, or getting any pay to say the words where I get the cards from. That would be nice. That would be a nice perk if I were to be paid for talking about a soft drink or a restaurant. There's another birdie. I do wish I had a zoom lens. I don't think it would matter how close the bird feeder is, because even though I'm sitting here, there's birds coming over there to feed from the bird feeder. They're always the same kind. They look like sparrows, but they seem to be smaller than sparrows. We're having a visitor again. Here she comes, little Miss Francesca. I think she's getting used to me being here, because I notice when I'm not sitting here, she'll kind of hang around here. When I walk away, when I come out of the house, I'll look over here and I'll see she's kind of hanging around here. Guess wondered where I am. There's Francesca. She's sitting there very still. Kitty, 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 kitty. Here she comes. Here she comes. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 dun 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 dun. Kitty, kitty. Are you coming to say hi? Are you coming by to say hi? There she is. You're looking at my fart gun? There she is. There's Francesca, the cat with the golden eyes. Just passing through. And we're back. She's photobombing. She just comes by to say hi. Maybe that's what I could have, is little kitty snacks. Snacks for the kitty. That'll get her to come by. Kitty, 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 kitty. She's teasing me. She's teasing me. So it is an hour and 2 minutes. I'm getting a little hungry. Maybe around 3:30 I could do this again. Because I know I get more people around 3:30, between 3:30 and 4 Eastern Standard Time, Georgia time, out here in this wooded area where I can get nourished and then come back out here once my phone is fully charged and my battery power pack. This is a pretty reliable battery pack. It's too bad I don't get paid to advertise. I could do some advertising. If I could just get paid, if I got paid, I could do some advertising. And then maybe later on, I'll start getting more and more views. I guess I got to be patient. It's going to take some time because I started doing this in April of last year. No, April of this year. April of this year was when I started really working on my YouTube channel. So, and I've gotten this far. I went from like less than 100 to 433. I think it's 433 subscribers. Once I hit that first 1,000 subscribers, it'll all be just muscle memory after that. So it's just a matter of people clicking on, subscribing, and watching, because then I'll get the view and the view time. That's why I'm making these at least an hour, because if I get an hour of view time each time someone watches a video, that'll really help. And in the description, you can promote your channel. You can promote your channel. It's a one-time $20 fee, and you can give the agent your link. Give the agent your link, and they will promote that link for you. And it's only 20 bucks one time for now. For now, I'm pretty sure, because from now until the end of the year, which is pretty soon, you'll be able to promote your YouTube channel. Actually, someone will be promoting it for you. If you pay the $20 fee, you get some emails that give you a tracker. There's a tracker link that can track how many times your link has been seen and where it's been seen, which is worldwide. Because I've used this link before. I've used this kind of website before, and I pay the fee, and I give them the link that they want to promote, and I get a lot of links every day. I get links, or I get not links. I get views. So if you really want to get views, click on the link in the description, and just pay the 20 bucks, and which is not a lot. A one-time $20 fee, that's like how much it costs to go see a movie. And you'll be able to get lots of views. And you also get a click tracker. you just save that link, and that link will take you to the click tracker, and you'll be able to see how many views you've gotten and where you're being viewed, by what country, and it's daily. You get daily updates. It's pretty cool. When I was promoting one of my websites, I paid the fee and I gave the agent my link, and I got the link that takes you to your click tracker, and it'll really help. It'll help you grow your channel, because your channel is being seen by people who wouldn't normally see it. You know, because if you depend on just the YouTube algorithms, it doesn't really get you that far. But when you give the link to an agent, and that agent promotes the link for you, you'll get lots of clicks, lots of views, and again. So I will end, because brother, I need to end this, and then I will talk to my brother, and then I'll probably be back later today. So have a great day.